Hey guys, what's up? Viridia here, and today I am going to be bringing you a little bit of a demo review, and what that's going to entail is the obvious. We're going to be looking at Crysis 2, the Crysis 2 demo for the Xbox 360, and what I think about it. Now this is all raw footage because I really didn't. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show you everything about it, from the searching to the in between the match and all that stuff. So I'm kind of leaving it all in there, and you might see this as a 20-minute video. So I'm going to be going through all that I've noticed since I've been able to play. Now, right off the bat, we have a really shitty connection deal going on, because, well, not even a connection deal, it's a demo failure. And what that means is that I've only been able to play 3 freaking matches. That's it. And I know that it's not just me, because people have been messaging me and saying, hey, is this messing up for you? Because I cannot get into a match. My Xbox keeps freezing up. So yeah, I mean, that's the one thing about it that is really frustrating. Now, what you see instantly here are the kill streaks, and they copy COD to the T. They've got the 3, 5, and 7. The first one is a radar. The second one is an orbital strike, kind of like a Predator missile, but it's a big laser, I imagine. And then the Ceph airstrike is just like an airstrike, or a helicopter, just like an attack helicopter or something like that. So I mean, that's what you're dealing with, and these are the classes. Now, like I said, 3 matches only, so I haven't been able to unlock anything, and it's really frustrating. So we're gonna get going here first off, and We've just got a plain assault rifle with it's got a red dot sight on it. And the first thing you're gonna notice when you play it is that you've got tons of abilities to go along with just the normal gameplay. Now I am dead serious. I suck balls because I haven't had time to get used to it, and this is not Call of Duty. This feels more like Bad Company if it were a little more sluggish to me. Even if you put the sensitivity high, aiming is so freaking hard. I don't know why. I can't pinpoint why it's so hard. In Call of Duty, and you guys know I'm not a bad player at Call of Duty. So I mean, if I were to pull my gun up and I just can't lock it on, it's like it jitters around. Instead of a smooth motion panning to the left or right, it's this very just kind of glitchy almost thing. However, I mean, you can see right now the graphics are absolutely phenomenal, and it's really fun to play. Now, your abilities range from quite a few things, and I don't know if you unlock more as you go. See how I'm just trying to get a beat on him, and it's just really hard. It's really hard to get a beat on him, and I know that already because I'd played a match before this, and I was like, oh shit, and I did even worse than I do in here. Now the graphics, again, look at that water. That water is so cool, just kind of like glazing off of his helmet and whatnot. That's pretty neat. But the abilities range from invisibility, and you activate that with your right bumper, to the left bumper. You see, I can't tell when people are around me and whatnot, so they're just running around like crazy. It's almost like they're there. I get spawned right beside a guy. That's awesome. They range from what was I saying? Oh yeah. A lot of people are running around like it's like this game. They're playing COD with the marathon lightweight and commando on the MLC setup. I mean, they're just running around with a pistol and literally just hitting people in the back of the head, because it seems like that's probably the easiest way to kill right now. As far as your other abilities go, you've got the left bumper, which gives you basically an armor ability, and that makes you extremely resistant. It's basically you instantly equip Juggernaut. And then the ability you just saw me using is kind of like a Predator heat-seeking mode, where you can actually you can see the heat. It's really good for spotting enemies, but when you're trying to kill an enemy with it, it's extremely difficult. So my recommendation is to not do that, to not use it for firing, but rather for spotting. Also, if you're running and you hold the B button, you'll do like a badass slide, which due to the aiming, the difficulty of aiming and the learning curve on it, I would see that as being something that only a pro would do, and I am not a pro yet. And I probably won't be, because I literally tried for about 30 to 45 minutes to get into a match, but every time it went to the loading screen, it wouldn't just freeze the demo, it would freeze my whole Xbox, and I couldn't do anything, and it really, really frustrated me. So yeah, I mean, it pissed me off pretty bad. Now this guy is probably using armor lock, so I throw it on there, and I didn't realize I hadn't reloaded again, and he finally tags me out. It feels so awkward. It's such an awkward little, you know, transition and whatnot. Now you can see in the bottom right corner there, you've got your energy meter, and that determines not only your sprint, your jump, but also your armor abilities. So you really have to manage that very well in order to play this game, because you jump, and when you jump, you've got, I'm pretty sure jumping uses your energy. If it doesn't, then if you jump and do the ground attack, it uses energy. So I mean, every little movement your guy makes, it uses some energy and whatnot. So you really have to manage that, especially if you're using two powers at the same time. Now here, I thought I killed that guy, but somebody else tagged him, and I couldn't find anybody else. There was a guy in there, and I was like, well, I can't see him through the fucking wall, and I can't turn the turret. So fuck, I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to try and get him. But that's another thing about the game. It's extremely dark. You get a lot of darkness in the crevices and whatnot. See, I don't know why. I just can't get the aiming down. And I know I could. I could be really good at this, I'm sure, if I played it, you know, a lot, but I'm not going to sit there and keep turning off my Xbox and turning it back on to try and get in these damn matches. I was really excited to load this up, because if you've seen the demo trailer, it's really good looking. Now there's the laser, the 5 kill streak right there. There's some guy in here, he goes like 20-1. I just don't understand. He's probably the guy who is running around and hitting people in the back. But see here, I try not to aim to see if that would work. It doesn't, of course. And you might have noticed back there my screen just like flashed blue. That means I was out of energy. It's kind of, I don't like that, because it makes me feel like I've just been killed. And a lot of times I just stop playing. And just like the knife in COD, the punch is a one-hit kill. And the thing about it is, it seems to have a ridiculous amount of range. So you could be not even close to an enemy, and you're going to get hit in the face. There's quite a few times in the first match that this motherfucker just came up and just beat the shit out of me, and there was nothing I could do about it. Just really upset me. So yeah, you can tell, as you can tell right there, by the end of the game, it's not very polished when the game ends. And not only that, the voice acting is kind of gay. I mean, it's kind of bad. That's what I meant. That's what I mean by gay. She's just like, at some points, I don't know if she said it there because I can't hear the dialogue. She's like, it's like I sent a bunch of 4th graders in there, blah blah blah. And I know I'm harping on this game a little bit, but I'm just pointing out the way I felt about it. However, do I feel that, I know that this is a demo, this is not the completed version, but I have to point this out, that if we've learned anything from betas and junk like that, we've learned that the game probably won't change that much, to be completely honest. Here I try and bump the sensitivity up to give it a more fluid feel, to see if that'll help out. We'll see that it doesn't in just a second. But we've learned from betas like Medal of Honor and stuff like that, that we're not going to get a final product, most likely a final product that's better. The best beta I can see that actually worked and we got a product that was better was World at War. And basically World at War, it was fine, but people had found exploits and glitches, and they just fixed the glitches. There was nothing wrong with the mechanics. So the core mechanics seem like they're probably going to stay the same. And I really enjoy the kill cams in this one, even though I mean, pretty much this game is a mixture of Battlefield and COD mixed together. And what they do is, I mean, they do the kill cam, they do the final kill cam. It just says spectating kill from, and then it's got the name of the person, which is, you know, it's pretty cool. And it also looks cooler because, I mean, it's got the fuzzy helmet view or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just a little, you know, little nitpicks I've got here and there. The graphics are phenomenal. Obviously, it's Crysis 2, so I mean, they're going to be freaking amazing. I mean, I think these might be rivaling Killzone. If you don't think so, tell me about it in the comments. But from what I remember, I haven't put Killzone in a while, and I'm sure Killzone 2 is going to grace us with all of its glory and just blow us away. But as far as look at that guy. But as far as graphics go, this looks pretty damn close, and I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, rival Killzone 2. But yeah, I just can't play it anymore just due to the freezing. If I could play it, would I? Yes, I would continue to play and get better. That way I could bring you guys some gameplay that's worth watching. Whether or not I would get better, that's up for debate. But, the gameplay itself is, it's the one thing that is hindered here. It just feels so sluggish. It moves along so slowly, and it's a lot like Battlefield. At least Battlefield, it feels good, and it's not a run and gun shooter to the point like this, where it's a small map, you're on just a rooftop, people are getting behind you, you don't even have time to turn around. If you do, you just feel like a block of fucking steel. You can't move. You're just like, oh god. It honestly just feels like you're playing in water almost. I don't know. It's just the ADSing. That's the problem with the smoothness. ADSing just feels so sluggish, and that's why it's hard to aim. I think that COD I don't even know how to explain it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Go play this demo, then put in COD, and you're gonna feel the difference. Here, I look at my body; it's still sitting there taking a shit. That's kind of weird, but more than anything, I'm just really trying to grasp the mechanics. I wasn't even worried about getting a good gameplay for you guys. Just more or less something to talk about, something to show, something to to put out there for your enjoyment. And also, if you're wondering, should I get this? Hopefully this will tell you. Do I wait the hour to download it? Because it's like 1.8 gigs, and it took me a long time to download it. So yeah, so I think this is a fine example of when somebody hit me from. Yeah, look at that. Look how far away he was when he hit me and I died. So that's an example of already how this hip detection is broken. And here I'm just trying to ping him from far away, and he's using a sniper rifle. He's running and gunning with the sniper rifle. Look at this. God, it just pisses me off. Oh, but I don't, and another thing is I don't know if you can customize your guns yet. I'm going to find out soon enough, and hopefully, hopefully they put some kind of patch out before, I think it's February 4th when the demo goes offline. Hopefully they put something out to fix the freezing, and I can rank up enough to get some different guns and some different classes, because I picked up a few different guns. Like I picked up that SAW or whatever it is. It's a light machine gun. And my god, my shit was bouncing all over the screen. I could not figure out what the fuck to do with it. I was trying to burst fire it, but they had armor lock on, and all you can really do there is wait for that shit to run out. And that's a pain in the ass. So here I could barely even see, I can't even see his head, but somehow he's shooting through what he's standing behind. Getting really pissed off about that. And then I think that was like an aerial chopper that took me out there. Yeah. So I'm just like, well, fuck, this guy's 11-0 right now. Of course he's kicking our ass. I wish I could spectate his point of view and say, this is what he's doing. I got it. But my guess is that he's probably either a veteran of, Bad Company, Medal of Honor, or he literally has just been playing this demo nonstop and somehow not been getting the freeze problem that myself and a few others have been experiencing. And if you've been playing this and it hasn't been freezing up for you, tell me about it in the comments. Tell me, you're full of shit. You and your friends are sucky players, and they're just not letting you on the server. That'll be acceptable. But yeah, other than that, there's not much else to say. The armor abilities are pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the invisible thing, because it really just makes you paranoid all the time. You're just really wondering what the fuck's gonna happen. But it is pretty neat when you just see a shadow on the ground and you're like, oh shit, there's a guy there, and you kind of just follow the shadow, and then he pops up and you can take him out. But oh shit, I'm yawning. It's because I'm tired. But anyway, sorry about that. I wouldn't mind trying out the shotgun, because you got to be close for that, and it seems like the more you rush somebody, the harder it is for them to hit you. Here, look at all those bullets going into his ass. Damn, that armor lock ability must work good. you know, it just comes down to, and a lot of you guys might go, you're just a fucking COD fanboy, motherfucker. Well, that's not true. I am a fan of the COD engine. I am a fan of the way that the fast pace of the COD engine and the fluid motion of a COD engine, because you really get that sense of back and forth, you know, just smooth as butter and as fast as you want it to be. There's no sluggishness, there's nothing like that. You just got exactly what you need at your disposal to be an excellent gamer and to be excellent at it, and it gives you everything you need. Whereas, you know, a game like this, it really takes some getting used to try and learn how to control the way it moves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let the video keep playing here, because the game actually freezes on me here, and I don't get to play anymore. And it's done this it did it for 45 minutes every time I started it up after this. So I'm going to go ahead and let that play out, and if you don't want to continue watching, I completely understand. But this is just for the sake of everything I have experienced in the game being being recorded and being brought to you. I want you all to see it and understand that I'm not picking on the game. This demo is just really kind of glitched up in the execution. And so we get to this screen here, and this is about where the game is going to fuck up. And it does it every single time at the exact same spot. It'll just be loading, and then then it'll just fuck you over, and you got to go and turn the fucking Xbox off. And it really sucks balls, but there it goes. It's done. I mean, it just does. This is all it's been doing, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I hope they release a patch maybe later today. Say, oh shit, you know, people are getting fucking stuck on the loading screen, and we need to fix this shit. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate your comments, your likes, your rates, and stuff. And I know that this is a big release. A lot of people are talking about it, and I hope that it gets better with time. And I hope that we can all play on there someday, just as much as we like to play on the COD. So thanks for watching, guys. Come to my channel, subscribe if you haven't, and we will see you next time. Later!